Hello my friends and welcome to today's video. As you can see by the title of it, it is a continuation of the previous video I made because I wanted to mention so many bands and one video was not enough, so I thought of making another video and talking about more bands, suggesting what I like and what you may find interesting, and maybe you will find a new band to like and listen to. Yes, of course, that's what I wanted to say for today's video before we begin. And of course I would like to mention again that this music, this list, these bands that I will suggest are based on my personal taste, mostly rock. So if you don't like this style of music, maybe you will not find this list interesting. Anyway, and one more thing, thank you very much for enjoying the previous video. Thank you, it means a lot. I'm always happy when I make videos that you enjoy. So yes, let's begin with some new bands, more new bands to listen to. And of course, again, just like the previous time, these bands are either really new, that they have been out for a while, a few years, and maybe more, but they are new to me. But still, I think they are worth checking out. And with this video, this time we're not going to Finland or Sweden, that are most of the bands I like and listen to, but we will go to many different places of the world, through music, because good music is everywhere, and I'm happy to mention this. Anyway, again, another long intro, so let's begin. First band I would like to mention is not new, has been around for a while, and probably some of you, if not most of you, already know them, but they are new to me. I found out about them, I discovered them last year during a Sleaze Fest festival that I visited, and they were playing, and I was happy because I had listened about them and I was happy to see them live, and I thought of mentioning them as well. The band is called Wild Street and they come from New York City, and we have Eric, who is the singer, Jimmy and Dom on the guitars, and I remember about Dom noticing that he was playing with a Les Paul guitar. If you're watching for a long time, that I like, and most of I like the sound the Les Paul make, and most of my favorite guitarists play with the Les Paul. Yes, and I noticed that he's also left-handed, which is very interesting. And then we have Johnny D on the bass and Locke on the drums. The music, the genre Wild Street play is rock and roll and a bit of sleaze rock, if I may say, as I listened to it and what I thought, and they have released, like, if I'm not mistaken, I'm seeing my notes. If you're watching, you know that I'm doing this. I'm seeing my notes. Self-titled debut album, and then Wild Street 2, an EP. Yes, and now they are about to release their third one, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, so not so many albums so far, but still, quite new. And I have to say, why I really liked them. I liked their energy on stage, and I liked Eric's voice, the singer's voice. It's distinctive, it's really nice and higher pitched sometimes, and it has that rock and roll vibe, which I like. And of course, I like the guitars, the guitar playing. I really enjoyed that. Drums, amazing work. Bass, the same. And I like, the fact that they have really nice dance songs, groovy songs, and I like that. I enjoy it, being a glam rocker as myself. I really like when I can find that in a band. And Yes, a really nice backing vocals. I enjoyed that as well, and bass lines, really nice bass lines, and groovy guitar riffs, and some of the songs I wanted to mention that I like, and maybe you like them too. Easy Does It and Poison Kiss, I really like that one, and their latest single you can check on their social media. I enjoyed that one too, but overall I really enjoyed listening to them live. I was impressed, and I checked them out afterwards, and maybe you'd like to check them out as well if you like, the more dance songs, groovy songs, but the nice rock and roll vibe from 80s old rock and roll, but also with a modern touch, modern twist. I love that. Yeah, so maybe you like it too. If you're looking for a band like that, I think they're worth checking out, and I wanted to mention them. And now moving on to the next band that I really like, and I have, been listening to for a few years because I discovered them through Facebook. These days it's really nice, and it's always a pleasure and easier finding and discovering bands through social media, and I remember finding out about them a few years back, and I really like them, of course, and I wanted to give them a mention, and I hope you will enjoy them as well. Really nice band. Yes, and they are on this list because they are quite new, to some people, not so many albums released, and they have been receiving more and more love the past few years, and I enjoyed that. I also saw them last year in a Fest festival, and in another a gig here with Wild Street as well. They played here. Anyway, the name of the band is LA Cobra, and they come from South Africa, all the way from South Africa, Pretoria, yes, and the band members, Don Cobra, who is the singer and also plays the guitar, Slade on the guitar, Kali on the drums, and Ewald, I cannot pronounce names correctly most of the time, but I hope this is the case. On the bass, and the genre of the music, they play is glam rock, glam metal, hard rock, and rock and roll. So totally right up my alley. I really like them, and if you like them, I believe you will enjoy. If you like this type of music, I believe you will enjoy them as well. And they have released 3 albums so far. Really nice, all of them. And what I like a lot about this band, why I enjoy their music, their work and their songs. First of all, Don's the singer's voice, Don's voice. I believe he has such a unique, distinctive voice, and mostly higher pitched. That I love that, and I enjoy it a lot. It's part of the genre they play, and that I love. Yes, and I really love Don's voice. Really like it. And then we have Slade on the guitars, who is also a great guitarist, like amazing guitarist, great guitar playing there, and both Kali and Ewald, they are doing a great job on the rhythm section as well. And of course, I have to mention here for Don and Slade that they play with, Les Paul, and I enjoy that about them. Of course, the sound, the music, I really like that, and yes, it's really nice, and the songs. Of course, the songs they have this really nice and powerful vibe. Great music, the groovy again vibes as well. Great rock and roll vibes, and nice backing vocals as well. Amazing work, as I told you, on the guitars. Both Don and Slade. I love that, and they have catchy songs and catchy riffs as well. Nice, great guitar solos, rhythm section, amazing. Yeah, it's a really nice band for this type of music that I love, and if you love as well, I believe you really enjoy them. And yeah, they have some really nice songs, great work so far on the albums, and some songs I enjoy a lot. And I would like to mention, if you want, you can check Shotgun Slinger, Rock and Roll Pretoria, and my personal favorite, Backroads, because it's the first song I listened from the guys, and it always makes me feel nostalgic. I love that song. Yes, it's a really nice, beautiful R&R song, and I think you will like it as well. Not only the song, the band. I believe you will enjoy it. If you're like me and you listen more of what I listen, I believe you will enjoy this band as well, just like with Wild Street. And the next band I would like to mention comes from Latvia. Very interesting, because I believe it's the first band that comes from Latvia that I have listened to and enjoyed as well, and it's really nice. You know, always a good chance discovering bands from other countries. I enjoy that. I love it. Yes, from all over the world. It's one of the reasons I made this video, as I told you. Anyway, this next band, many friends, online friends, were listening to them, and you know, they were recommended to me by my friends, and not only online friends, but friends, you know, here as well. You know, my friends, good friends of mine, they enjoyed it, and they had it as a recommendation. So I was really intrigued, and I wanted to check it out. The name of the band is Bloody Hills. And the band members, we have Vicky on the vocals, Gunner on the bass, yes, Harry on the guitar, and Cass on the drums. Okay, when I started listening to some of their songs, because of the recommendations, as I told you, what I liked a lot and what got me, you know, interested and wanting to listen to more is Vicky's voice. I believe that he has like a very powerful voice, but melodic at the same time. A really beautiful voice, and it made me want to listen to it more. And of course, they have great bass lines, like amazing. And I have in my notes here that the bass player, when I saw them, excuse me for laughing, reminds me of Steve Clark and Duff McKagan. Not that it has anything to do with music, but you know, it's style always is a, you know, a factor in any new band, any band, to be honest. So I noticed that, yes, but amazing bass lines, great bass lines, really enjoy them, and amazing guitar solos. I have to mention this because I always notice the guitarists. So yes, and of course, drums on fire. I love that as well, and they have really nice songs. And oh, I forgot to tell you the genre of the band. You know, the music they play. It's glam metal, a bit of hair metal, and I see here pop metal from their Facebook page, and hard rock, yes, and a bit of heavy metal as well. And the guys also write on their Facebook page arena rock, but they have really nice songs, powerful, you know, and great rock, you know, hard rock, and glam metal, with of hair metal, this vibe going on. So if you enjoy this music and this style, I believe you really like them, because I think that my friends, of course, were right. They are a great band, you know, overall, all their work. Yes, and some of the songs I love. If you would like to check, I enjoy listening to, and maybe you will as well, is Cheap Little Liar. I really like that one. One More Time, Hope, that a very good friend of mine suggested to me, because she loves that song, and it's a very nice, beautiful song, of course. And Love May Have Gone, a bit of a ballad vibe going on there, which I personally love. Yes, but powerful at the same time. So if you're looking for something like that in a new band, you representing this nice mixture of styles. If you enjoy it, I believe that you will enjoy this band a lot. They're really nice, and I wanted to mention them. Recommendation by friends coming to me and then mentioning and recommending them to you. It's nice, how word can spread and find out about more nice bands and good music. Yes. And the next band I would like to mention, I find out about him because a dear friend of mine is part of the band. Few years back, I was in a Santa Cruz concert and I met my friend there, and he said that he's playing in a band. I was like, oh, please do tell, because I'm always interested in finding new bands, new talent, and it was really nice. Few years later, we are friends, and I want to mention this band to you. They come from here, Belgium, and the name is Dirty Toy Company. And I wanted to mention them not only because my friend is playing in the band, of course, but I wanted to mention them because I really believe in their talent and what they are doing. I really enjoy their work, and even if it wasn't for my friend, I would still listen to their music because they are doing a great job. That's what I believe, and yes, that's why I wanted to mention them to you. And the band members' names, we have Jonas on the vocals, Remco on the guitars, and Wouter, I'm probably mispronouncing this as well, on the drums, and Tim on the keys, the keyboard player, because they have one. It's a nice addition, and I love that when bands have it. And the former bass player is Tur, I believe. I hope I'm pronouncing this right. Anyway, the genre the guys play is hard rock and a bit of heavy metal as well. And when I first listened to them and I saw them live, because they are a great live band, just like Wild Suit and LA Cobra that I mentioned before. I haven't seen Bloody Hills yet, but I hope so. Anyway, they are a great live band. So when I saw them live for the first time, and what I really liked, I had listened to some of their songs, is Jonas' voice, which I find again one of those unique, beautiful voices, because it's very powerful but also melodic at the same time, and I love that. And it reminded me, the way it sounded to me when I first listened to them live, on the songs, recorded songs as well, but live it reminded me of James Hetfield, and I get James Hetfield vibes, Lizzie Divine, and at times maybe Joel from Airborne, the singer of Airborne. I haven't listened to many of their songs, but from what I have listened, that's how it sounds in my ears. In any case, Jonas is an exceptional singer, and he has a great voice, a powerful voice, and I love that. And of course, Remco, the guitarist, my friend, he's an amazing guitarist, like really, really talented, very, very skilled. And what I enjoy as well in Dirty Toys Company songs is, of course, the amazing, amazing guitar solos. Great work, great riffs, and the passion on stage and the interior he has while playing the guitar. I love that you see it, it shows, just like the rest of the guys, of course. They play and they have this, passion and love for what they are doing, and it shows through their work. And of course, Remco as well. He's a little rock star. That's how I like to call him. That's what I believe. Yes, amazing shredder as well. I really, really enjoy the work and the guitars on Dirty Toy Company's songs, of course. On fire, I have to say that. And the last time, I think it was once or maybe twice, if I'm not mistaken, I enjoyed Tim's work on the keyboard. I love that because it adds the nice, a more melodic touch, and I enjoy it as well, of course. And I really enjoyed the bass player, excuse me, the bass lines, and the work they have on the bass as well. The previous bass player, again, another exceptional and great talented musician. And of course, how can I forget the drums? The drums are on fire. Wouter, I'm sorry if I mispronounced the name. He is so good, like crazy drumming, very fast and skilled, and very talented, and drums on fire as well. And so far they have released, the boys, their EP Stand and Fight, and some nice songs on YouTube. You can listen to it if you're looking, for this powerful vibe, and the hard rock and heavy metal vibe going on, more metal with Jonas's voice, and Remco's playing again with Wouter, the drums, and now Tim on the keyboards. If you enjoy this, I believe you will really like them, and I would like to mention some of my favorite songs, so you can check out as well. And I believe that you enjoy is Nebula. I love that one. And Burn You Down, which is the most recent release by the band. I Won't Let You Go, more on my type. And my most favorite ever since the first time I listened to it, and again, even though I really like all their songs, but again, excuse me, up until now, is I Hear the Wind, yes. And I love this song, and it's very close to my heart. I don't know, the lyrics, the melody, the performance of the guys. I don't know, it's one of those songs that speak to my soul, and sometimes you don't have to explain it. That's part of music's beauty, I believe. You just enjoy it, it speaks to you, it speaks to your soul, and there is no reason to try to explain it. Music and any form of art, that's what I believe, and that's what happens to me with this song. Yes, so check them out. I believe you really like them. If you like, again, this genre and this type of music, I believe you really enjoy them, and then you will say, oh, there's a nice band coming from Belgium. Definitely give them a listen. I wanted to mention them. And the next band I would like to mention, and it's the last one, comes from a very beautiful country that I was lucky enough to visit a few years back, because a very good friend of mine is from that country. They come from Ireland, excuse me, and the name of the band is Maverick. I had to mention these guys as well, because they are a great band, and I really enjoy their work, and I believe you will enjoy them as well. Again, if they are close to your style of music and what you like. Maverick, band members: David on the vocals, Ryan on the guitar, Rick on the guitar, Richie on the bass, and Jason on the drums. They play the music, hard rock. And they have released, their EP so far, and 3 albums, and they are about to release their new album, if I have it correctly. Yes, they are about to release their new album. I'm, watching the progress and the work in progress on Instagram, because I really enjoy doing that. Yes, and I think they were about to release it this month, but due to everything that's going on, they had to postpone or something like that. You can check if you decide, to follow them on social media as well. Anyway, why I really like them? We have David's voice, first time. Oh, I didn't tell you how I found out about them. They were opening for Crest Diet during the comeback show here in Belgium, and they really got my attention. I love when bands are having me, impressed during the live show, and I listened to them for the first time. It's really nice, and that's what happened with Maverick. They were opening for Crest Diet, and I was really impressed, so I had to check their work afterwards. Yes, and I love David's voice. That's what I wanted to tell you. Oh my god, I love it. Seriously, guys, such a powerful voice, and one of those that can hit really high notes. He's one of those singers, and I always enjoy that. I love it. Powerful voice, but also melodic, and it has that metal element, in his voice. But metal more like, how can I say it? What it sounds in my ear is more like Halloween, He could be in a band like Halloween as well. Really, really beautiful, powerful voice. I love his voice. Like seriously, Heart Eyes, when I first listened to him, I was like, oh, wow, what a beautiful voice. I love that. Of course, he's a phenomenal singer, and he delivers also live, not only on the recordings. And then we have the guitars. I have to talk about the guitars in every band, because that's what I love, my favorite part. And we have Ryan, who is a super talented and very skilled guitarist. He's like he's delivering unbelievable guitar solos in Maverick's songs and their work, and I really enjoy his work and crazy guitar riffs. He's like a great guitar player, and you can see that through his work, and not only, but also through his Instagram posts, or that I follow, of course, him as well. But it's not only Ryan, of course, it's also Rick, the other guitarist, but I'm just mentioning Ryan because, I follow him, so I'm more familiar with his work. But both guitarists, they are doing great work, and they deliver, unbelievable guitar playing during the songs, guitar riffs, and crazy solos. I love it. Really like the guitar work on Maverick. And then we have Ritzy on the bass, who is... you guessed it, really good and great, very skilled bass player, and I can listen to the bass. It's always a nice sign, to me, when I'm able to listen to the bass during the live show, and not only in the recordings. So he's again very talented and skilled, great bass player, really good, and he's one of my favorite, I have to say, bass players of the new generation. I have him in this list. Yes, and I really enjoy it. What can I say? Great bass lines, of course, in Maverick songs. And then we have the drums, Jason on the drums, that their work throughout their career, like the drums throughout their albums, it's very powerful and fast drumming, and amazing work, great skills, very talented drummer as well. Great, what can I say? Like overall, you have these musicians, they are doing a great job, and all their songs are nice, and powerful. And I wanted to mention some of them, in case you'd like to check them. Some of my most favorites: Cold Star Dancer, of course, and Asylum, and Got It Bad, and my most favorite ever since the first time I listened to it live. I don't know why, it's again one of those songs that I really liked and enjoyed, and it's still my favorite, Whiskey Lover. I really like that song. Yes, and overall great live band. Hard rock, powerful, and like all the previous ones, they are of really good, great quality band. So I wanted to mention them, of course. And if you wish, you can check them out, just like all of these bands. Yes, and what else? Oh, before I forget, yes, I want to give a shout out to their upcoming album, Ethereality. From what I hear, it will be great, and I'm really looking forward to listening to it. From what I hear, from what they upload on their social media. Yes, I cannot wait to listen to it. But that's it. That's it, my friends. Maverick, the last band that completes this video, this list. Again, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you will find some new bands to listen to, or newer to me. Maybe you know some of them, and I hope you're all staying well and safe and healthy. And that's it. If you like this video, as always, let me know. Hit the like button, give it a thumbs up, and feel free to share it. whatever you enjoy, and leave me a comment with more new bands. I can make like 300 videos about this. Good music never stops, and it's always nice enjoying and finding out new talent. I love it, so let me know more new bands, sensations from you. And in case you wish to subscribe to my channel and support, you can always do so by clicking the little bubble with my face in it here or over here. Click on it to subscribe to my channel, or the red subscribe button. That was it, that's all. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I will see you soon in the next one, and yes, stay well, stay safe and healthy, take care. Thank you, my friends. See you in the next one. Bye.